Thank you for watching At Home with Amber Bate. I am a real estate broker with Best Choice Realty. I'm on the Charlene Little Realty team here in Washington State, and I'm going to be talking to you today about Home Buying 101. So I have, let me count really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 easy steps to explain the home buying process. So first, I want you to do your homework. So doing your homework would mean knowing your credit score, number one, and not just your Credit Karma going on there, but knowing all of your 3 scores. So that would be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Also knowing your DTI, which is debt to income ratio, your gross income, and then making sure that you're on a budget. So being able to know that what you've been doing every month, and starting to make a budget so that when you go to the next step, which would be finding your lender, everything is in order. And then before you go to your lender, try to get all the documentation and your current taxes up to date. Any payments or anything that you're doing, you want all the documentation all together so that you can go to your lender. So the next step, number 2, would be finding your lender. Finding your lender is super important because you're going to have better buying power when you get that pre-approval. So when you go to your lender, they can either tell you, yes, we can pre-approve you, or, hey, these are the things that we need to do before we can approve you. The other important thing about finding a lender is shop around for a lender. You have 14 days, how the system is built, to look for other rates and be competitive. So if you get a pre-approval for someone, you could take that pre-approval, go to another lender, and kind of have a little shop around match. When you do choose your lender, get an estimate of all of the down payments and closing costs that you would possibly need, and then go back to your budget and see if that's something that you can handle, and if not, talk to your lender about different resources and opportunities to get those covered. Aaliyah, go! Find a real estate agent. So it's so important to have a real estate agent. Number one, because that real estate agent represents you. If you go with the listing broker or the contractor, the builder, they're not going to have necessarily your best interest at heart. They're just looking for the highest and best price. A real estate broker that has you and your interest at heart is going to negotiate for you, get you the best deal, the best price, and do their due diligence. Also, the real estate broker usually has a team behind them. So they have a transaction coordinator, they have other eyes on the paperwork so that everything is going smoothly, so it's not anything that you are jeopardizing by being someone who doesn't do this for a living. And then lastly, just so you know, traditionally there's no cost to you. So the real estate broker is paid by the seller. So within your closing costs, and you're doing all those things, the negotiation happens that the real estate broker is paid by the seller. So this, having a real estate broker, has nothing to do with your pocket. It's something that the seller already budgets for and negotiates a percentage so that it doesn't come out of your pocket. So it's better for you to just get a real estate broker. All of these online apps and things can be very convenient to see pictures and have access, but your real estate broker is going to have up-to-date information, be able to communicate with the listing agent, and get feedback on how many offers are put in, how long it's been on the market. They're going to have a lot more information than like a Zillow or a Redfin. So you have your lender, you have your lender, and the lender's giving you pre-approval. You have your agent. You're super confident with he or her, and you're super confident with your real estate broker and your team. So now you need to sit down with your household or whoever you're buying the home with and come up with the criteria, like your must-haves, minimums, criteria, so that the real estate broker can start narrowing down your search. So 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, it has to have a pool, it needs to be in a great school district, crime is a big issue, or whatever your must-haves are. Figure out that criteria and then continue to narrow your search. When you find the home that you are super excited for, it's in your budget, it's the approved by the mortgage that you've chosen, so FHA, VA, conventional, everything's good to go. It's time to to show them that you're serious and make an offer. Now, I do recommend that you have to do an inspection. You make an offer, traditionally, you make an offer, you do the inspection, and then you proceed. But if you're super excited about a house, doing an inspection first and kind of gambling that $500 or so for an inspection, couple $100 for an inspection is so important, because you would know, you have the offer comes in, and that seller is going to know that they're serious about it. Obviously, they're making an offer. They've already done the inspection, so they've seen all the nitty gritty, and they're coming in. And it gives you the ammo to have a great negotiation strategy. So if you're coming in at market value with the inspection, everything's golden. But if you come in a little under, but it's because of things that have been listed in the inspection, then you have more of a foundation to do that. So either you make the offer and then the inspection, or do a pre-inspection to strengthen your offer. You're going to go ahead and start the process of purchasing your home. So your bank is going to require you to get an appraisal, so that would just match and see if it's worth the money that you're paying for it. Get all of your documents checked, get your earnest money together, and then you get to close, and you get to have a wonderful, beautiful new property under your belt. And you can decide, obviously, to live there for the next 5 to 10 years, 20 years, or you can start thinking about what your next goal would be. And that would be my next video, is talking about getting some doors under your belt for some passive income, being able to do rentals. And this is all of these steps that were talked about before. I'm going to speak about my next video about the FHA process and how you can use an FHA to get a fourplex, and then therefore doing all of those steps. But then now you're able to rent out those other 3 doors while you're owner occupying that FHA. So thank you so much for watching. We have some links in the description, my website, my social media, etc. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment in the comment resources that you have found effective and helpful, and make sure to engage with the YouTube communities. Thank you so much, and see you next time.